Hi students, welcome back to our session. Today's session we are going to discuss compound interest. In that compound interest, we are going to discuss exercise 2A. We have completed already 5 questions. So I am going to continue with the 6th one. Here the 6th question. A borrowed rupees 2500 from B at 12% per annum. For compound interest. After 2 years, A gave rupees 2936 and a watch to B to clear the account. Find the cost of the watch. Find the cost of the watch. Okay, now here solution. Here A borrowed the principal amount is equal to 2500. Rate is equal to 12% for 2 years. Okay, so here it is for 2 years. Then A gave rupees 2936 plus watch to B to clear the account. Find the cost of the watch. The cost watch we need to find. Here what we are going to do, we need to calculate for first year and the second year. At the end of the second year we will get the amount. Okay, from that amount you need to subtract this 2936 because he has given that amount to B. Okay, he has given to B. Then that remaining amount, okay, for the remaining amount he has given the watch to clear the account. So let me see what is the cost of the watch. So the principal it is 2500, rate it is 12%, and the time I will take it for 1 year. We are going to calculate for 1 year. For first year, compound interest is equal to first year principal rate into time divided by 100. If you look at this question, we don't have different rates. Okay, we have only one rate, so it is going to be continue for 2 years also. So rate and time it is not going to be changed, only the principal it will change. So the first year principal it is 2500 into rate it is 12% into for first year divided by 100. Now next, if you look at this, here 2 zeros and here 2 zeros, it is going to be get cancelled. So the leftover here, so the leftover 25 into 12. Okay, so 25 into 12, what we will get here, 300 if I am not wrong. 25 into 2 it is 50. Here it is 25. So here 0, 5 plus 5 it is 10, remainder 1, 3. So we got here compound interest is equal to, for first year is equal to 300. Remember the principal here it is 2500. Now when you are calculating the amount, so amount is equal to amount for first year. Okay, amount for first year is equal to first year principal plus first year compound interest. So first year principal it is 2500, and the compound interest we have here it is 300 rupees. So finally the amount it is 2800. So this is the amount for first year. Now we need to calculate for second year. So here for second year, the principal it is nothing but the first year amount. The first year amount it is going to be carried for the second year principal. So 2800, and we have a rate is equal to 12%, and the time period it is for 1 year. So the compound interest is for second year is equal to second year principal into rate into time divided by 100. So here we have the principal it is 2800 into 12% into for 1 year divided by 100. Now here 2 zeros and 2 zeros both it is going to be get cancelled. So the left over here 28 into 12. So 28 into 12, 28 into 2 it is 56, 128 is 28. So here it is 6, 8 plus 5 it is 13, 336. So the compound interest is equal to for second year rupees it is 336 rupees. Now we are going to calculate the amount for the second year. Now amount for second year. Second year amount is equal to second year principal plus second year compound interest. So second year principal here we have 2800. So I can write 2800 plus 336. So here 0 plus 6 it is 6, 0 plus 3 here it is 3, 8 plus 3 it is 11. Okay, remainder 1 3. So 3136 rupees. So this is the amount for the second year. So at the end of second year, amount is equal to rupees 3136. So this is what A has to give to B. Okay, now here A has returned, A gave rupees 2936 rupees plus watch to clear this amount. Okay, to clear this amount is equal to rupees 3136 rupees. Now if you look at this, we need to find out the cost of watch. So here let it be in the left hand side, cost of watch is equal to 3136 rupees minus, here if you shift to the opposite side plus it will become minus 2936 rupees. So what we will get here, 6 minus 6 it is see here 3136, 2936. If you subtract 6 minus 6 it is 0, 3 minus 0 it is 3, 31 minus 29 it is going to be 2. So 200 rupees. So we got here rupees 200. Therefore the cost of the watch is equal to, therefore the cost of the watch is equal to rupees 200. Next we will move to the next question. Here we have the next question, the seventh one. How much will rupees 50,000 amount to in 3 years? They have taken it for compounded yearly. If the rates for the successive years or 6%, 8% and 10% respectively. Okay, here they have given how much will rupees 50,000 amount to in 3 years. In 3 years, how much amount it will become? Rupees, they have given 50,000 rupees for compounded yearly. If the rates for the successive years are, so this is, they have given it for 3 years, right? When it is 3 years means, so this is the first year, it is 6%, and the second year it is going to be 8%, and third year it is 10%. This is the rate of interest. Here the rate of interest, it is going to be changed, and as well as the principals also, it is going to be changed for every year, but the number of years, it is going to be remain one for all the years, for 3 years. Now I am going to solve the problem here. Just I am going to write the given conditions here. Solution. First year principal is equal to 50,000, and the rate of interest, it is 6%. We are going to calculate it for 1 year. So here for 1 year, for first year, compound interest is equal to principal for first year, rate of interest for first year, the time period divided by 100. So the principal here we have 50,000 into rate, it is 6%, the time period, it is going to be 1 divided by 100. Now if you look at this, 2 zeros and 2 zeros, it is going to be get cancelled. The leftover here, 500 into 6, it is nothing but here 5 into 6, it is 30, follows of 2 0, so 3000 we got. So this is a compound interest for the first year. Now amount we need to calculate. So amount is equal to, amount for first year is equal to principal of first year plus first year compound interest. So principal we have here, it is 50,000 plus 3,000, it is interest. Here we have 3,000. Now if you add both, what we will get? So first year amount is equal to 53,000. Okay, this is the amount he is going to pay for first year. Next I am going to calculate for second year. For second year, here the first year amount, it is going to be carried for the second year principal, it is nothing but 53,000, and the rate we have R is equal to 8%, and the time period we have it as 1 year. So the compound interest for the second year is equal to second year principal into second year rate of interest into time period divided by 100. So the principal we have 53,000 into rate we have 8 into time period, it is 1 divided by 100. Now if you look at this, 2 zeros and 2 zeros, it is going to be get cancelled. So the compound interest for second year is equal to 8 into 0, it is 0, 8 3s are 24, 4, 2 remainder, 8 5s are 40 plus 2 42. So we got here 4,240 rupees. So this is the compound for the second year. Now we will calculate for amount. Okay, so second year amount is equal to second year principal plus second year compound interest. So second year principal we have 53,000. Look at this, here we have 53,000 plus 4,000, 4,240. So if you add 0 plus 0 it is 0, 0 plus 4 it is 4, 0 plus 2 it is 2, and 4 plus 3 it is 7, 5. So 57,240 rupees. So this is the second year amount. Now we need to calculate for third year. So for third year, second year principal it is going to be carry for the third year principal. It is nothing but 57,240 rupees. And rate of interest, we have third year rate is equal to 10%, and here the time period is equal to 1 year. Now compound interest for third year is equal to third year principal into rate of interest third year into time divided by 100. Here we have principal is equal to 57,240 into rate it is 10% into time period it is 1 divided by 100. Now here this 0 0 it is going to be get cancelled, 0 0 it will get cancelled. So the left over here 57,000, sorry, not 57,000, 5,724 rupees. So this is a compound interest for third year. Now we need to find out the amount for the third year. So amount is equal to amount for third year, amount for 3 years is equal to third year principal plus third year compound interest. So third year principal we have here it is 57,240 rupees, 57,240 rupees plus 5,724 rupees. So here 0 plus 4 it is 4, 4 plus 2 it is 6, and 2 plus 7 it is 9, and 5 plus 7 it is 12, 2 remainder 1, 6. So finally we need to pay 62,964 rupees. Therefore amount for 3 years is equal to rupees 62,964. Here we have, this is a principal, it is 18,000. At a rate it is going to be 10% simple interest. Govind, he borrowed 18,000 rupees. Rate it is 10% for the simple interest. He immediately invested the borrowed money. The rate here we have a 10%. He invested in the money compound interest. He borrowed in the simple interest and immediately invested in the compound interest. Compounded off yearly. See this, it is very important, because the compound interest, when you are calculating the values, we need to calculate for half of years. How much money does Govind gain in 1 year? So the time period we have here it is 1 year. Now here first we need to find out the simple interest, and we need to find the compound interest. Both we need to compare, we need to analyze, and we need to find out the gaining amount of Govind. So here the solution, first I am going to find here simple interest. Okay, so here simple interest. Here we have principal is equal to 18,000 and rate is equal to 10%. In the simple interest we need to take the time period as directly the number of years. We have 1 year. Okay, now here the simple interest formula is equal to P into R into T divided by 100 we have. So we need to take here the principal, it is 18,000 and the rate it is 10% and time period it is 1 divided by 100 we have. Now we need to cancel the terms. So here if you check 2 zeros and 2 zeros, it will get cancelled. So the left over here 180 into 10, it is nothing but 1800 rupees. So I can write here 1800. So this is a compound interest what we got here. Compound interest, it is 1800. Now we need to find out the amount. Okay, so amount is equal to principal plus interest. So principal we have 18,000 plus interest we have 1800. So if you add 18,000 1800, you will get 19,800. So this is the amount at the end of the year what Govind has to pay. So I have to write, therefore Govind has to pay 19,800 at the end of the year. At the end of the year. Next we need to calculate for the compound interest. Now here compound interest, in this usually you will take number of years as 1, but here they have mentioned we need to take here compounded off yearly. So off yearly means we need to take the number of year is equal to 1 by 2. So in this I can write here, first we are going to calculate for first of year compound interest, P1 into R into time period divided by 100. So we have principal is equal to 18,000 and time period it is off, and the rate of interest is equal to off year, and the rate of interest is equal to 10%. Now just if you substitute that values, P we have 18,000 into rate we have 10%, time period it is 1 by 2, whole divided by 100 you need to write. So if the terms cancel here, now if you look at this 2 zeros and 2 zeros, it will get cancelled. So 1 2 is 2, 5 2s are 10. So 180 into 5. So what we will get here, 0 8 5 is 40, 0 4 remainder, 1 5 is 5. Here it is 9. So we got here compound interest is equal to 900 for first half year. Now amount is equal to this, it is first half year, first half year. Now amount is equal to principal plus interest. So we have here principal, it is 1800, 18,000 plus 900 interest. So if you add, you will get 18,900. So this is the end of the first half year amount. Now we need to calculate the second half year. So for the second half year, here first half year amount it is going to be carry for the second half year principal. So I can write here A1 is equal to second half year principal is equal to 18,900, and we have rate is equal to 10%, and time period is equal to half year. Now if I am going to calculate that compound interest for the second half year is equal to P2 into R into time period divided by 100. So in this case we have here principal, it is 18,900 into 10% into time period, it is of year, divided by 100. Now if you look at this, 2 zeros and here 2 zeros, it will get cancelled. 1 2 is 2, 5 2s are 10. So the left over here 189 into 5. So if you multiply 9 5s are 40, 5 5, 4 remainder, 8 5s are 40 plus 4, 44, 4 remainder 4, and here it is 5 5 plus 4, it is 9. So we got here 945 rupees. So this is a compound interest for the second year. So I can write compound interest for the second year is equal to 900. So here if we calculate the amount, so what we will get the amount here? Amount is equal to second half year principal plus second half year compound interest. So we have here 1000, second here principal we have 18,900 plus 945 rupees. So both if you add, what we will get? 5 0 plus 4, it is 4, 9 plus 9, it is 18, 8 remainder 1, so 19,845 rupees. So this is the amount end of the year. End of the year amount is equal to 19,845 rupees. Now here end of the first year for simple interest, okay, it is 19,800. So this amount he has to pay, Govind has to pay, okay, this it is borrowed amount. But here this amount it is going to be 19,845 amount, it is he has received from the compound interest. Okay, so here this it is received, and this it is going to be payable amount. Now here if you want to find out the gaining amount, okay, therefore Govind gained in 1 year is equal to, from the compound interest if you subtract the simple interest, so compound interest amount minus simple interest amount. So compound interest amount it is 19,845 rupees minus, if you subtract 19,800, so the gaining amount it is 45 rupees. So this is the amount what he has gained. Next we will move to the next question. Now if you look at the 10th question, we need to find out the compound interest. We have here this, it is the principal amount. The principal is equal to 4,000 in 3 years. So this is the time. So the time period is equal to 3 years, and rate of interest it is going to be 8%, and 8% for first year. So this is the first year, and 10% per year for the second and third year. So this it is going to be second year and as well as the third year. Okay, second year and the third year rate of interest it is 10%. We need to find the compound interest. If you look at this, here we need to find compound interest. And now first I am going to write here the solution. Here we have the principal. So principal is equal to 4,000. We are going to calculate for 3 years. So I will put here the first year principal, it is 4,000. And we have here a rate of interest is equal to 8%. Time period it is going to be 1 year. So the compound interest for first year is equal to P1 into R into T, R1 into T divided by 100. So we have the principal, it is 4,000 into rate it is 8, into time period it is going to be 1 year, divided by, here we have 100. Now this two zeros and two zeros it is going to be get cancelled, so the leftover here 40 into 8. So 40 into 8 it is nothing but 8 fours are 32, 320 rupees. So this is a compound interest. Now here amount we need to calculate. So amount formula is equal to amount for the first year is equal to first year principal plus first year compound interest. So first year principal we have here, it is 4000. I can write here 4000 plus compound interest it is 320. So if you add you will get 4320 rupees. So this is a first year amount, and we are going to calculate the second year. Okay, so here we are going to calculate for the second year. For second year, so we have first year amount it is going to be carried for the second year principal is equal to what we have here, the principal it is 4320 rupees. So this is a first year principal, first year amount it is going to be carry the second year principal, and we have here rate it is going to be second year rate it is 10% they have given, and the time period it is 1 year. Now we'll calculate here. Compound interest for the second year is equal to second year principal into second year rate into time period divided by 100. So second year principal we have 4320 into rate it is 10% into time period it is 1 year whole divided by 100. If you check here 0 0 it will get cancelled, here also 0 0 it will get cancelled, so the leftover here 432 rupees. Now next here we need to find out the amount. So amount is equal to second year amount, second year principal plus second year compound interest. So second year principal we have here, it is 4320 plus 432. So what we will get here, 0 plus 2 it is 2, 3 plus 2 it is 5, and 3 plus 4 it is 7. So we got here 4752. So this is a second year amount. Now here the second year amount it is going to be carry for the third year principal. So here I can write for third year, we need to take second year amount it is going to be carried for the third year principal. It is nothing but 4752, and the rate is equal to 10%, and we have the time period is equal to for next 1 year. So this is the third year in rate of interest. Now I am going to calculate the values. The compound interest for third year is equal to third year principal into rate into time period divided by 100. So here we have the principal, it is 4752 into rate we have 10% into the time period it is going to be 1 divided by, here we have 100. So in this 0 and 0 it will get cancelled, so the leftover here 4752 divided by 10. Now if you look at this, here one follow of 1 0, so I can write here 475.2. okay, so this is a compound interest for third year. Now we need to calculate the amount. So what we will get the amount here, amount is equal to amount of 3 years is equal to third year principal plus third year compound interest. So third year principal we have 4752. Here we have the principal, and next we have interest. It is 475.2. so here what we will get, 0.2. 2 plus 5 it is 7, and 7 plus 5 it is 12, to remainder 1, 4, 5. 5 plus 7 it is 12, to remainder 1, 5. So 5227.2. so this is the amount. So third year amount is equal to, we have rupees 5227.2 rupees. Okay, now we need to calculate the compound interest. We need to find the compound interest. So I'm going to write here compound interest. Compound interest for 3 years. So here compound interest for first year plus compound interest for second year plus compound interest for third year. So third year we know here 475.2, because we have here this is at third year. Next we need to write the second year. So here if you look at this second year, 432, 320, 320. First year 320, 432. Here 320 plus 432. So if you add all the three values, what we will get here, 0.2 it is 8, so I can write 0.2. 5 plus 2 it is 7, 7 plus 0 it is 7, and 7 plus 3 it is 10, 10 plus 2 it is 12, to remainder 1. And here 4 plus 1 5, 5 plus 4 it is 9, 9 plus 3 it is 12. So we got here 1227 rupees. So this is a compound interest. Now I am going to teach you the exercise 2b. Exercise 2b. Here the first problem we have, calculate the difference between the simple interest and the compound interest. On rupees 4,000 in 2 years at 8% per annum, compounded yearly. Okay, now we need to write the given conditions here. Solution, we need to find the difference between the simple interest and as well as the compound interest. They have given here the principal is equal to 4,000, and the time period it is going to be 2 years, and we have the rate of interest, it is 8%. So principal is equal to rupees 4,000, and the time period is equal to 2 years. I'm going to take the time as 2 years directly here, and the rate of is equal to 8%, because here we are finding simple interest. Simple interest. Here the simple interest is equal to principal into rate into time divided by 100. So we have here the principal, it is 4000, and rate is equal to 8, and the time period it is 2 divided by 100. Now in this 20 and 20 it is going to be get cancelled, so the leftover here 40 into 8 2s are 16, you will get 0, 6 4s are 24, 4, 2 remainder, 4 2s are 1 4s are 4, 5 6, so 640, 16 4s are 64, 0 carries. So this is a compound interest for simple interest for 2 years. So I can write here the simple interest. This is a simple interest for 2 years, it is 640. Now we need to calculate here compound interest for 2 years. Compound interest for 2 years. Now first I am going to find for first year. The principal we have here, it is 4000, and next we have here a rate of interest is equal to 8%, and the time period is equal to 2 years, means we need to take for first year 1, t is equal to 1. So the compound interest is equal to principal into rate into time divided by 100. What is the difference between using the simple interest and the compound interest? Means in the simple interest, the time here we will take directly the number of years. If it is 10 years, 10 years we will take. If it is 8 years, directly you will take 8 years. But when it comes to the compound interest, always we will calculate it for only 1 year. So here the principal it is 4000, and the rate it is 8, and the time period it is going to be 1 divided by 100. So here 2 zeros and 2 zeros it is going to be get cancelled. So the leftover here 4 8 4s are 32, 0 we have, it is 320 rupees. Next here we need to find out the amount. Okay, so here amount is equal to amount for first year is equal to principal of first year plus compound interest for first year. So principal it is 4000, and compound interest we have here it is 320. So we got here A1 is equal to 4320 rupees. Next we will move to the second year. Okay, for second year the first year amount it is going to be carried for the second year principal, it is nothing but 4320, and the rate is equal to we have 8%, and the time we need to take it as only 1. So the compound interest for 2 years is equal to principal into rate into time divided by 100. So here the second year principal it is nothing but 4320 into rate it is 8%, into time it is 1 divided by 100. So in this here 0 0 it will get cancelled, so left over here 432 into 8 divided by 10. Now we need to multiply this. If you multiply, what we will get here, 8 2s are 16, 6 remainder 1, 8 3s are 24 plus 1 25, 2 remainder, 8 4s are 32, 32 plus 2 it is 34, 3456 divided by 10. So we have 1 0, 1 follow 0, 1 0, so 1 decimal we need to keep here, 345.6. so this is a second year compound interest. Now the total compound interest is equal to here total compound interest is equal to First year compound interest plus second year compound interest. Here we have the second year compound interest, it is 345.6, and we need to write the first year compound interest. First year compound interest, it is 320 rupees. And we have principal, it is 640. Principals compound interest, it is first year 320. Here we have this, it is 320. And we have simple interest. Here the simple interest, it is 640. Simple interest, it is 640. Here 320, and here we have simple interest is equal to 640. Now if we add, what we will get here? 604 plus 2, it is 6. 665.6. Now we need to find out the difference between simple interest and the compound interest. Here difference between simple interest and compound interest. So here simple interest is equal to 640 and compound interest is equal to 665.6, because always here, if you look at this, always the compound interest, it will be more than the simple interest. So I can write here 665.6 minus 640. So if you subtract, here it is 25.6. So this is a compound difference between the simple interest and the compound interest, rupees 25.6. Next we will move to the next question. Okay, P into R into T divided by 100. I am going to find it for the first year. Okay, so principal, it is x, into rate it is going to be 8, and time period it is going to be for 1 year divided by 100. Okay, so we got here 8x divided by 100. I don't want to simplify further here, because anyway we have subtraction, so I can subtract the denominator if denominators are same. Now here the compound, now we need to find out the amount. So amount is equal to, because then only we can take the second year principal, amount is equal to principal plus interest. Okay, first year principal, first year interest. So first year principal we have x, and the first year interest, it is 8x divided by 100. So further if you simplify, we need to take LCM, you will get 100x. So 108x divided by 100. So this is the amount for the first year. Now we are going to find out for second year. Okay, so this is for first year. Now the second year compound interest for the second year is equal to P2 into R into T divided by 100. Now if you look at this, we have first year principal, we need to carry for the second year, first year amount we need to carry for the second year principal. So we have here 108x divided by 100. So here I can write the principal as 108x divided by 100, into rate we have 8%, so I can write it as 8 by 100. This 100 I took, and we are going to calculate for 1 year. So in this condition, what we will get here, so I can write it as, here we have x, and 8 8s are 64, 4, 6 remainder, I can write here 6, 1 8s are 8, 864x divided by 1 follows of 4 0. So this is the second year compound interest. Now here both we need to subtract, right? So when you subtract here, we have here second year compound interest minus first year compound interest is equal to rupees 96. So I can write here second year compound interest, it is, now here the second year compound interest minus first year compound interest is equal to rupees 96. So we have here the first year compound interest, it is 8x divided by 100, and the second year compound interest we have here, it is 864 x divided by 1 follows of 1 2 3 4 zeros, okay, minus here the compound interest, it is 8x divided by 1 follows of 20 is equal to 96. So to make it as a denominator same, I am going to take LCM. The answer, it is 864x divided minus, here we need 20, so I can multiply both numerator and denominator by 100. Okay, so I can multiply here 100. If I multiply, what we will get the answer here? I can get the answer 800x divided by 1 follows of 4 zeros, and here also we have 1 follows of 4 zeros is equal to 96. So I can take denominator common, 1 follows of 4 zeros, and 864x minus 800x is equal to 96 rupees. So if you subtract, you will get 64x is equal to 96 into 1 follows of 4 zeros, x is equal to 96 into 1 follows of 4 zeros divided by 64. So further if you simplify, what we will get the answer here, x is equal to, if you take it is possible with the fourth table, 2 1 4 is 4, 6 4s are 24, and here if you take 2 4s are 8, and the remainder here it is 1, 4 4s are 16, and if you take here again it is fourth table, 4 4s are 16, 6 4s are 24, and here we have 2 2s are 4, 3 2s are 6. When you take here 1 2 is 2, 5 2s are 10, so 3 5s are 15, 15 follows of 3 0. So this is the answer. Therefore the principal is equal to the sum of money. The sum of money is rupees 15,000. Okay.